All right. Hello, everybody. Today is day 2 of fixing my goddamn computer. I'm getting my last part, graphics card. So, for those of you who came off yesterday, hey everyone, how's the chat doing? Hi Danny, hi Casual Cuber, Cuz Cuban, Igor Cuban, the Quantum Wormhole. So I actually ended up getting my motherboard to work yesterday, and I got some RAM to fix it. And then the motherboard stopped working when I tried to install some SATA drives, and they didn't detect anything. And I was like, that's weird. My disk drive is being booted, but the disk drive booted, but my hard drive, my solid state, not. Well, turns out it's a common issue with the board. You gotta return it. So I'm returning the board. Now we are, well, I returned the board. I got another one. I got a Gigabyte board this time. And we're gonna try and build with it. So chat, hello everybody. Blank Cuber, Casual Cuber. Livia is streaming right now again. Well, if you guys do want to go over to Livia's stream, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to be cubing. I'm going to be building a computer so I can live stream again a little bit more consistently. So we're going to do that. But I will check the chat. Hey, Emma. Hello, Robert. I see some people who regularly come in. All right. Let's do some computer work. So this is the motherboard itself. It's a little bit more expensive than the one that I purchased last time too. So I'm hoping that the bump in price also implies a bump in quality. So I'm gonna take everything out of the box, and as usual, we're going to use the box for the test bench. Yeah, I do play games, Blank Cuber. That's why I have a computer. So I have a desktop. Mostly play League of Legends. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I play a lot of casual stuff, but I do like having a very good experience while I do that. And so I do want to use a desktop instead of a Mac. So. Here's the board. One thing I'd have to do is I have to clean off some stuff. So we're going to put this board right over here for just a second. And we're going to clean off the processing units. Other day, my main computer broke. I lost all my times. Oof. No. Most of my cubing has been done on this, and I don't really keep track of large sessions that often. Although I do have this long 6,000 solve session that I've been doing since March. It's been a little while. Gonna get some paper towels. Going off camera for a second. And so all I'm doing here is there's some grime on my my CPU cooler. This is actually thermal paste, which is used to transfer the heat from the CPU, which does all the computing, to the fan, which cools it off. And this just helps with that heat transfer. However, you should apply it every single time you do this. So I'm going to clean it all off right here. Or at least get a decent amount of it off. CPU I'm using is the i5 6500. All right, that looks good enough to me. How you doing, David? No, I haven't had any donators recently. It was just you and that other guy. CPU is cleaned up too. So we're going to do always my scariest part of the build. Just get that out of the way from the start. That is swing the cable up. Take the CPU, drop it down in here, and then slowly lower the lid. Come on, behave. We're gonna lower this down in here. Now we're gonna hunker that thing down on there. Now what I'm gonna do is put my isopropyl alcohol away. I don't need it anymore. All right, someone just got banned. So for those of you asking about the UA Pro, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to use it very much because for the past day now, I've been dealing with this computer issue. That was all day yesterday, by the way. That's what I did pretty much all day, which sucked. So my goal is to not repeat that. Where's the CPU fan header? CPU fan's there. Makes sense to around this way. Okay. All right. My 4 pins are in place, and we're gonna go click. I'm gonna go click, click. Is this one in? Yep. Not in all the way. Okay. This one needs to go in. There we go. That clicked all the way through the board. There we go. Good. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to route some wires. Cable management is always an important part of your computer, but if you don't do it, that's okay, because I don't do it too. Or I don't do it either. There we go. And now we're going to route this right here. Right there. All right. CPU is in. Hardest part of every build. RAM is next. And I don't really care about the color of my RAM, so we're going to have a mismatched color PC right here. I just picked up the cheapest stuff. At my local Micro Center. Okay. RAM is in. Last thing I'm going to check out is hard drive. So I need one of these connector cables. This can kind of sit over here for now. And now we go into the behemoth. We go into the case itself. Do I have a case for it? Yeah, this is just my old case. So this thing's pretty ancient. It's also mini ITX. UA Pro, I'm not gonna be able to answer that probably for a couple more days. It does decently well. I don't know. I would, if you're an aggressive turner, I would unaggress your turning. That's my suggestion to you, to be honest. For now, at least. Okay. Power. Power's the one I have to plug in. I'm gonna. Where is it on this motherboard? I'm guessing it's over here. That's USB. Power. Front panel. And I don't know what these mean. I'll pull up the guide. What a guy. This is great. front panel connector. All right, power plus, power minus. Okay, that's plus. So he's going this way. All right, power is plugged in. The power switch. I'm going to plug in the power cables, making sure not to damage anything in the process. Don't destroy your brand new motherboard, Keaton. This is your 4th motherboard for the same computer. That's really depressing, isn't it? 4 motherboards, 1 computer. Yeah, Blank Cuber, have I played FPS games? Yeah, I played a little Counter-Strike, but I'm really bad at Counter-Strike. I honestly prefer watching FPSs rather than playing them, just because of how bad I am and how good people can be. So I do watch CSGO. It is really entertaining to watch, but I don't really have a team. If I had, to root for exactly one team, probably some sort of American team, but like not even that. I don't have a team allegiance. All right, we're gonna plug a couple more things in. We're gonna plug in the solid state right here. This thing has my Windows copy on it, so if this works and boots up properly, then we are golden. Those are SATA 3s. Those are also SATA 3s, so it doesn't actually matter which one I use. Okay. Last thing I need to do is plug in a. Jeez, no. All right, don't lose these. All right, last thing I need to do is plug in a monitor, which I have. This is a moment of truth, guys. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Oh, and I almost forgot. I actually need to be able to control the computer. That keyboard. All right. Plug in. Oh, shit. I'm nervous. Let's see what happens. Oh, I need to turn the power supply on. All right. Shit. That's really expensive. Don't do that. All right. Turns on. Not getting a signal. So I'm gonna turn it off real quick. All right. Good news. The computer turns on. Bad news. It's not putting out a signal, a display signal. But that might just be because this isn't in all the way. All right, we're gonna try it again. And turns on. Still no signal from the monitor. Okay, that's not good. Maybe the onboard graphics is busted or something. We're gonna try solution number 2, and that is to plug in this beefy thing. I'm gonna put this on the edge then. Okay. going to see if the onboard graphics is busted. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Works. Fans are spinning. That's good. Monitor is blue. Please power down and connect the PCIe power cables for this graphics card. Gotcha, that's important to do. Oops. That wasn't very smart of me. Graphics card is in, but I forgot to send power to it. So it does take a little bit of power from the motherboard to be able to run it, but you also need its own power for the full display output to work. But it is working, which is good. Very good. It's actually the most successful I've ever been in building a goddamn computer. Right. That's the best way to do this. All right. You guys are going to move slightly to see what I'm doing. I need to move this so that these cables can plug into this. I know it's really messy, but I'm not taking this power supply out of this case because it took me hours to put it in. I'm talking hours, people. So I'm gonna leave it in here, and I'm going to do as much as I can from within the case. All right, we're gonna turn it on again. All right, we're getting a signal from the computer. Okay. All right, the one thing I need to check, boot. System. Peripherals. Seven RST configuration. All right, start booting it up. Huh. All right, where's the advanced UEFI F6? Alt. How do I go to advanced mode? Advanced voltage settings. Frequency settings. No. System data, system language. Boot up numlock state on security application system. Fast boot disabled. HCI. All right. Bad news bears. All right, we're gonna try thing number 2. Drives are still not working. I repeat, my drives are still not working. I'm gonna try something real quick. And we're gonna plug drives into here and see if it detects this drive. All right, well, that's detecting. Next thing I'm gonna try is this hard drive. I'm gonna check this one out, see what this does. Still nothing from this drive. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not good. I have 2 drives that are not working with this computer. So it wasn't the motherboard after all. It's so strange. Gonna try and change some settings real quick. See if maybe I can boot it in legacy mode. See if that works. But if anyone knows why some drives can be detected and some can't, let me know. Interesting. Okay. It's not good. Not good at all. Some of these parts are really old. So I'm going to be right back. Oh boy. It's not the drivers, it's the drives. Funny Kara. The drives themselves are not booting into the system, but I tried this hard drive on my brother's computer yesterday, and it was functioning. Even while it was not functioning on mine. So maybe it might be something with my power cables. They're just not delivering enough power. That doesn't seem to make sense to me, though. Click. Click. Now nothing's showing up. Interesting. Yeah, all right, boot up. Boot up. Boot. Huh. So now it's not booting up at all. I remove the drive. And boot up. Now it goes in the BIOS. Of course, it has no boot priority. There's no boot option there. That's weird. That's very weird. I wonder if it might be a power draw problem with the power supply. Yeah, it's not detecting my SSD. I just want the drive to spin. If I can get the drive to spin, then I know it's functional. I don't care whether or not it sends data right now. I'll try a bunch of different sockets. See if anything happens. Still, drive not spinning. Now I want you to shut down. Shuts down. Cease to function. I have both a solid state and a hard drive for this computer. I'm trying to get either of them to work. Because if one of them works, it shouldn't be that hard to load up and boot up the other one. So I think the issue is the same for both of them. Still no power. Yay. What's up, Livia? You see me at my low point. You're seeing in the middle of building a computer. It's my low point in life. Computers. What's up, Mode? All right, I need a screwdriver. Screw some drivers. What's up, Dylan Miller? Probably smart that you should be spending your time practicing instead of watching the stream. Solve, kid, solve. JK, have some fun. Enjoy your summer break. This was supposed to be my summer vacation. Instead, it's my summer work and not get paid to do it in a job that I don't really want to do. All right, let's, I'm gonna try some. I'm going to try to, plug in a power cable into a different slot and see if that works. That'd be some goddamn magic. No, Mode, I'm done. Which is why I'm spending my time trying to build a computer instead of do work. It's like 4 on a Thursday. Even during the summer, that's a little early to quit work. Shoot. There's no easy way to do this. Yeah, I start school on the 28th. Someone says I'm commenting on Livia's live stream. I am not. So if there is a Keep Nellis on that live stream, please tell him to bug off. Hey. Yeah, I'll be there in 1 second. Give me just a second. I'm doing one more test. Shit. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. I'm live streaming to like 15 people watching me struggle through this.
Hey, what up?
It's my brother who's got a function computer. All right. This doesn't work. I don't know what the hell's going on.
What do you just do? Do you turn it on from that?
Yeah. I have the power switch installed. That's not booting either.
So it's not the SSD, or it's not your drive.
It's not the drive. It's something up with the computer, and I'm gonna bet it's the power supply.
What if it's the cable?
It could be the cable too, but I have 2 cables here that I've been trying. I'm thinking it's the power supply. Thanks, Nathan.
No problem.
It could also be the. It could also be the Yeah, hold on. Nathan! I need you to try one more test for me. Use this SSD. Oh. This power is deep. That's good. That's not working. Oh boy. Okay, stream. Oh boy. Hello, everybody. What have I missed? Dylan Miller, I'm sorry you're in school. Amarty, hello. I do remember taking pictures of people in LCA. Hey, Allison. Yeah, this is what I'm at right now. The good news is my drives are fine. The bad news is something's up with the power supply in this unit. Because for some reason it's not feeding power to the drives, but it is feeding power to the optical drive, which I don't think uses a lot of power. You know, I don't even know what the TDP on this thing is. But I can't imagine the TDP on one of these being any higher either. Brandon Nunez, yeah. Yeah, I'll watch that video when I give up. So we're gonna try every single outlet on the power supply. It might be the cable. Problem is, I don't have another one of these cables. The cable's busted. All right, we're gonna boot it one more time. My PB when I set the 509 was 469. It's still not showing up. Shoot. Yeah, I definitely said that second. It's gotta be the power supply, right? Or maybe it's the cable. I know it works fine on my brother's PC. Grumble. It's hard to believe that neither of these work. It's also hard for me to believe that they work with the disk drive, but they don't work with the power supply. I don't get it. I don't want to drive another 2 hours to go to Micro Center and back. There's still nothing. Oh boy. Hey Kobe, how you doing? All right, let's try this. See what happens. And I'm gonna just it's just not detecting the drive, which makes me feel like the drives just aren't getting power. The power supply is not providing them power, but the power supply is providing power to the rest of the components. This makes me believe it's a cable problem, but it's a dual cable problem, which just, I don't get that. This isn't hot swappable. I need to shut the computer off. It just doesn't make any sense. Just plugging them in to the disk drive feeds them power. Yeah, there are lights on in the disk drive. And it's picking up the disk drive. All right. On stream, we're going to do some Googling. Foolproof method to solving all your problems. Hey Charles, how you doing? Oh. All right, someone suggested earlier to try and run everything through PC part picker and see what comes through, what the TDP is. So I'm gonna try that. I've got the 6500. The motherboard is a Gigabyte GA-H270. Gigabyte GA-H270 mini ITX board. It's 270 CM Wi-Fi. Gotcha. Memory. Shit, what am I running? Some Evo Potenza. Evo Potenza. 2x4. Storage. All right. Western Digital. I'm running a Samsung 840 Evo. 120 gig. Which are now super expensive because they're hard to find. Sorry, I'm checking the chat. Do I want a Team USA jacket? No, I do not. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm very stuck. Right, we're gonna go MSI. GTX 760. Twin Frozer GTX 760. This is what I have. Compatibility issues. Nothing. Power supply is a Seasonic M12 420 bronze. Estimated wattage is 300 watts. Huh. Jason Tang. I'm having the time of my life. So I just got a new motherboard for my computer, which is broken for a little while. Everything seems to boot up fine, but the drives are not able to be read. Both my solid state and my hard drive do not read. The disk drive in my case does read. So if I plug in the disk drive, works fine. They can the computer detects it and everything seems fine. The question I have is, why does the disk drive work and the hard drive and solid state do not? I have tested both of them with the solids. I've tested both the solid state drive and the hard drive with my brother's PC, and plugging them into there works fine. They both boot. They're perfectly fine. Everything is normal. All the files are there. So it's not a drive problem, right? It's not a drive problem. It's not a motherboard problem, because the same thing happened on another motherboard. So I don't think it's a motherboard problem. I think it's a power supply problem. But, the power supply powers the graphics card, the CPU, the motherboard, the RAM. No, the BIOS doesn't see it at all, and there's no power going to it. That's why the BIOS doesn't see it. There's no power going to them, but there's power going with the same cables to the disk drive. So I just don't know. It's got to be a power supply issue, and it might be a cable issue, but I don't think it's a cable issue, because it doesn't make sense that the cable will only work for the disk drive, but it won't work for the solid state and hard drive. Yeah, it's got to be power supply issue. See, the thing is, yeah, it's probably going to be what it is. Oh, I need to get my hands on another power supply. Probably going to have to end up borrowing my brother's, and it's going to be a lot of begging. Oh, boy. But, yeah, I'm probably going to do that then. Because if that works, then I just need to go return this and get another one. Actually, this one's my second power supply from Seasonic. Okay, maybe this is a sign that I should not start playing League of Legends again. Maybe it's a sign that I should not be doing weird streams and instead just stream my face. The PSU is a 520. I rebuilt the system on PC Part Picker, so people can check that out here. But it just doesn't make sense to me why this just wouldn't work. Because the TDP for a hard drive is going to be what? 5 watts? 1 second. I don't get it. I do not get it. So I don't even know what's going on at this point. Probably gonna just test the power supply. But to do that, I'm probably gonna have to do a couple of things before that. So I'm probably gonna stop streaming for now. Sorry for the boring streams, guys, back to back. I'll make a good one soon where I'm cubing and talking, but hopefully I want to get this thing done because then I can stream on that PC and that makes the whole stream process a lot easier for me. So I'm going to head out for now. Have a good day, y'all. Enjoy your Thursdays, and I will see you guys hopefully on the other side of this.